And we're good. So, on the 17th, you want to take me through what happened
Yes,
at Winter Park Wine and Spirits?
it was Jazz Fest, and so I was working on a Saturday. I came on and almost immediately started a foot patrol of Cooper Creek, and then had every intention of basically walking the Main Street businesses down to the park.
Okay.
So I came on, I walked through Cooper Creek, went into the, what is it, the trading post or whatever it's called there, the log cabin building there. Talked to them and then walked out of the parking lot of that shopping center where the liquor store is. First person I saw was John Simons, and he's a friend of mine, so I stopped and talked to him, and he told me he was actually taking money for paid parking for the event, and so we chatted for a few minutes, and I spoke to several other guys that were hanging around him, and then I went into the liquor store and spoke to the guy who was standing behind the counter, who happened to be Mulhern. I did not recognize him. He was not exactly warm and friendly to me, but I asked him how things were going. He told me that they were going pretty good. I asked him if he was selling a lot of gin, because that's typically what Jazz Fest attendees are buying and trying to sneak into the venue. He told me not really. I asked him if everything was going okay. He said it was, and I would say I probably wasn't in there for a full minute.
Okay.
And I left, went about my business, and then was called down there later on in the day because of an allegation that there were actually two allegations. One of them, that a guy had broken a window of a car, and then that was by the owner of the car, made that allegation. The second one was by, I believe it was Mulhern himself, alleging that the owner of this car had tried to run him over.
Okay. Do you know roughly what time it was when you went down there the first time?
I would say it was probably around 11:30. I'm not sure. I could look it up on CAD.
Okay.
But
Perfect. I can actually do that.
yeah, because I called out on foot patrol and was on foot patrol for like an hour and a half probably.
Okay. And was there, did you notice, was there a bunch of patrons inside the business at the time?
I don't remember seeing anybody. I mean, I would say probably there was somebody inside, but most of the people were outside.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to add that you think would be helpful in the investigation?
No, other than I have a legal right to be in that liquor establishment, and I was only going in for basically community policing purposes and not to do any enforcement.
Okay. Okay, that's all I have.
All right, good enough. Thanks, Tommy.
Thanks, sir.